Welcome back to Blackness. It has been some time since we were here, but there's no time to get reacquainted. There have been huge innovations in war tactics and siege technologies. Our enemies will now use advanced tactics to dig, climb, bridge or siege their way into our fortress. But we will have our own technology to protect us: ballistas, ongjas and trebuchets. But first, a special thanks to Northman Raspberry and Dejura from Foxy Vauxhall for helping save Blackness from a catastrophic drought. The river protects us from invaders and from fires. It's the key to the security of Blackness. It's unknown why the gods drained the river, but the great sages brought it back, so thank you again. To build siege weapons, we'll need to craft wooden mechanical components. Siege weapons are expensive and time-consuming to build. We must build as many as we can and become experienced with these tools before they're used against us. Blackness was now in an arms race to ensure its status as impenetrable. The enemy will now use advanced tactics to climb our walls, dig under them, bridge trenches, or attack weak points. We must layer our defences so that we do not have weak points. Our prisoners, Dior and Osred Yeardley, were being recruited. Dior was a suitable builder and Osred Yeardley was a potential smith and miner. It remained to be seen how Osred House, the infamous warden of Blackness, will feel about sharing a first name with a prisoner. The Oak Brethren Temple had reached superior quality, despite being in a cave. We can craft wooden mechanical components and ballista bolts on the woodwork bench. The Ongaja ammo will be made on the stonemason table. It remains to be known if the ammo is weather resistant. Either way, we want it as close to the launchers as possible. Our new knowledge of projectiles taught us that rain hindered an archer's range. We would build archery towers with roofs to keep us dry and focused when in battle. looks like we accidentally cut off the river. It was not the gods this time, it was us. No need to call the sages. A metal gate can fix this. It's one way to get a loy fish. It was now winter. Our first ongaja was ready, and we would test it soon. We would want incendiary ammo right away. The land would scorch before Blackness would fall. We would pursue the making of steel, a superior metal for armours and weapons. And we would continue to mine the quarry in the centre of Blackness. Our green-thumbed companions have an idea for this, but it will take time. For now, it gives us steady access to rich sources of limestone. We've been patient, and the snow has stopped. Let's see what the siege weapon can do. The inner circle is too close, but the outer circle is its range. Not bad. Excellent range. The fire ammo will be interesting. There was no time to celebrate our new siege equipment. The mountains turned aggressively cold. Despite the cold, Petronilla was determined to finish building the front-facing ballistas. She loaded it and checked the range. We'll test in the future. Petronilla had another ballista to make. They were expensive, complex constructions. The cold began to get to her, and she was freezing. She headed to the temple to pray and to warm. We turned the braziers up and tried to stay warm. Because of the potential ladder tactics used by enemies, we'll need more doors to protect us and compartmentalise our protection. Our iron production could not keep up with demand. Siege engines require considerable amounts of metal components, and we were not able to get them built due to an iron shortage. Tiffany had an idea: help heat the cold wing of the castle and mass produce iron. Petronila was able to throw up a few furnaces that night. Kyle would finish off the pathing in the morning, and Tiffany would get to work making iron. Another cold snap. Eventually the cold snaps ended, and the spring returned. Progress was slow, but it was moving forward. Our iron production soon caught up, and then so too did the mechanical components, which would then allow us to finish building the siege equipment. It was time to test incendiary ammo. The incendiary ammo was more powerful than we expected. It was decided that incendiary ammo would be the primary ammo for the Ongjas. A merchant from the Baird Cymraeg came, and we were able to trade some Greek fire from them. Our need for wood was growing, and we needed to start planting more trees for the future. We moved the dung brick production closer to where the dung came from. When non-partisan slave traders came, we decided to buy Eomir from them. He was from the Baird Cymraeg, and he was a good cook. We hoped he would join us in time. Osred had become more skilled at speaking and was having a lot more success building loyalty from our prisoners. The quarry was now dug, and we could now build an underground seed hut, a place to grow seeding crops. We worked away on the underground seed hut until the lures came. "18 of them decided to try and swim their way into Blackness, which was a grave mistake. They considered building a ladder to climb out, but then they chose to swim. Johnny and Kyle were waiting for them, and they stood no chance. These old cliff defences that we built long ago were deadly to the unwary. Unfortunately, we didn't get to test our siege equipment, but it was an easy victory, so we can't complain. We were well underway enhancing our defences when the reckless knight Holden appeared. He had been tortured by the heresy of the Rose, and was no doubt being pursued by them. We accepted Holden into Blackness. The chaos that pursued him would be brought to order. As a knight, Holden's main duty would be to protect Blackness. At the same time, we learned painting. This would be the ultimate artistic endeavour for Mary to participate in. We put Holden in some armour, and before we knew it, the negotiator for the heresy of the Rose was here. We didn't have to negotiate with him straight away. We could prepare a little bit more before we spoke to him. Many of the additional fortifications had been installed, and Blackness, from many sides, was impenetrable. But we still had a gap here. We would try to finish as much of this wall as we could before they came, if they had the courage to come at all. We had delayed them as long as we could. It was time to speak to the negotiator. When we spoke to the negotiator, he made a bit of a song and a dance. He behaved like a ghoul, and he asked for Holden. We told him, "We'll see you on the field." Run, William, run, and tell your people what happened here. With the new siege equipment, Blackness was now stronger than ever, and we would only become more skilled with this equipment over time.